Hi, my name is Favor. Welcome to our channel. It's our Fenwick Life. Today I'm going to be doing a sort of like a review or just for information purposes on the Sunbasket food subscription box. This is the first one I've purchased. They send out a coupon where it's like $35 off your first box. And I have done the meal plan for 2. But let me back up for a second. So the box is not geared towards, but it has options for those with food allergies, which my family has. My son is allergic to milk, and I have gluten intolerances and allergies, and there's a lot of that in our family. So this was a nice option for us, offering most, if not a majority of their recipes is gluten-free or vegetarian, paleo, dairy-free, soy-free, those options, which I really appreciate. I stay away from soy, I stay away from gluten, and my son stays away from milk. So, this really was very exciting for me. So, let's get to how much it cost. Okay, so reading a little bit on the website, it says organic and non-GMO produce harvested at the peak of freshness, humanly raised, antibiotics and hormone-free meat and seafood approved by the Monterey Bay Aquarium Watch List, and nutritionist-approved recipes including omnivore, paleo, gluten-free, and vegetarian options. So I really like that. And then 100% let's try this again. 100% goodness gracious, 100% compostable and recyclable packaging. Woo. Our fishermen use low-impact fishing methods, and we partner with ranches that treat animals with respect. Our organic farmers are pioneers in sustainability, crop rotation, and water efficiency. We give back to our communities through local food banks and employee programs. So it sounds like a really good company. I found the pricing to be reasonable and in line with most food subscription boxes. Oh my goodness. Put that tongue down there. Okay, so classic menu. Inspired farm-to-table recipes for 3 recipes per week that serve 2 to 4 people is $11.49 per serving. And then recipes that are the family member for families, larger families, to serve 2, 3, or 4 servings per recipe 4 is average around $9.99 per serving. So in Chef's Choice, you can choose fresh seasonal recipes, including fresh seasonal recipes featuring top quality meat, seafood, organic produce, and flavorful house-made sauces, paleo-friendly, vegetarian, and gluten-free. Completely gluten-free recipes featuring top quality meats and seafood, organic produce, gluten-free grains, and pasta and house-made sauces. Sorry. And that's the same for the classic menu. That to me drew me in and immediately made me order. Never before have I seen a food subscription box where I immediately clicked on it, immediately ordered from it. Basically on their first page they had me. The biggest thing is the gluten-free and the dairy-free. I don't have to think about it. I can order something a couple of times a week for my son and I, and we can have it for lunches and dinners and things like that, when the rest of the family are having things that that they really enjoy that we can't necessarily eat. So not that I'm a mom who cooks 3 separate meals. We typically don't do that. But sometimes making a meal for the whole family that's gluten-free is more expensive. So it's more cost effective for me to actually fix myself personally something separate from the family, or maybe split the meal up and make some of it gluten-free, some of it not. I'm very excited about this. I'm going to set up the cameras and get ready to go. I'm going to film on 2 separate cameras and try and do this. This is my first time filming something like this, so if it's a little not so great the first time, I'll get better as time goes on. So thank you in advance for your patience. Start the unboxing and then we'll cook a meal. So here we go. This is how it comes all packaged. This is the recipe book, I guess. This is my first time opening one of these, so Here's the recipe book, and I will go through that in just a moment. All right. There's some foamy stuff on top. Oh, that's nice to keep it cool. You can recycle it, so I will read the instructions on that in a minute. Oh, it's not going to want to stay open, so. All right, so here is a corn on the cob as part of one of my meals. Paper. Whoa. Oh, it's a paper bag. Okay, comes in a paper bag. And this is the grilled chicken breast with salsa verde and white bean salad. And in there are all the ingredients, which we will pull out when we are preparing the meal. And then here is the second one. And this one is Chinese 5-spice steak stir fry with cauliflower rice. These both are gluten-free. Both recipes are gluten-free because I am gluten-free. And then look, here's some ice packs. And then here is the beef. Oh, that's very icy cold. There's the beef for the meal and the chicken for the meal. So it's the chicken breast. Ugh, and I need to wash my hands and clean my table. It's a little slimy. And the beef. And then that is what is in the bag. You can see the chicken juiced a little bit, so it's a little wet there. I will wash these off. We do hang on to these and use them in our coolers. This is nicely packed. So there you go. That's to let you know. And you know, we live in Texas. It's 100, almost 100 degrees outside. This is slightly defrosted, but not fully defrosted. This is fully frosted. So, had it sat outside for a little while, it would have been fine. I would not have left it out there for too terribly much longer, but it probably sat on the FedEx truck for 24 hours in the heat, so it's probably fine. So I'm going to go wash my hands. So here is the menu, the recipe book, excuse me, not the menu. And it comes fairly detailed. This is cooking your meals, read the recipe all the way through before you begin, recycling your box. It does give detailed instructions for that. Explains you need to refrigerate once you get it here. And if you need help, you are able to go to their help section if you have questions about your order. My box, I'll show it here at the end. It comes with some packing in it, and these help you to recycle that. We do recycle here at home, so that's nice. Here were the meal options for this week that I had to choose from. We chose the Chinese 5-spice stir fry and the grilled chicken breast with salsa verde. Those are the ones we chose. But here is a quick look at the options for the week. We only chose 2 meals. We could have chosen 3 or 4 or more, so that we just chose 2, just as our first time. And here's this. Now, here's the instructions and the recipe for the Chinese 5-spice, which is part of our meal. And here are the instructions for the chicken breast with salsa verde and white bean salad. And this everything, you get the recipe for all of the options with the 2 you have chosen in the front. That is excellent. That's nice because there were some that, we probably would have enjoyed with just some tweaks to them. So, that's really nice. Excellent, excellent. Okay, so let's go back. We're going to start today with the salsa verde chicken. Oh, look, a cold brew. Look at that, a cold brew recipe. I don't drink that, but I know it's popular right now. Okay, so this recipe is, nope, wrong one. We're gonna start with this one. Grilled chicken breast with salsa verde and white bean salad. So I'm gonna set my recipe up on my little stand and pull out all my ingredients, and that they have sent. I received it 2 days ago, so it's been in my refrigerator. Not 2 days ago, a day ago. So it's been in my refrigerator, so I'm going to pull them out. I'll just go ahead and let you know right now, if you hear clicky clacking, I have very large dogs, and that's who you're hearing all around me. So sorry about that. So this is how it came. You've seen the unboxing, and here's the chicken, and then this is the grilled chicken breast with salsa verde and white bean salad. So let's open this up and pull everything out. There are the green onions. Jojo, back off. The cherry, organic cherry tomatoes. a lemon, organic basil, fresh basil, nice, okay. Oh, white beans, sorry, it's upside down, organic cooked white beans. And the last item in the box is fresh flat leaf parsley. So we're going to strip the parsley leaves from the stems, coarsely chop the leaves, trim the root ends from the scallions, thinly slice the scallions, zest and juice the lemon, keeping the zest and juice separate. In a small bowl, stir together the parsley, scallions, lemon zest, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, and 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil. Season to taste with salt and pepper. Measure out 2 tablespoons of salsa verde for the chicken. Set aside the remaining salsa verde for the white bean salad. Okay, this seems very basic. I think a new cook, a first-time cook, could most likely do this. You know, maybe you would need to look up zesting, but as you know, we're on YouTube. There's plenty of different videos on YouTube to show you how to do that, and tons of blogger websites that show that kind of thing. This looks very simple. I'm very excited, and I'm going to set up the GoPro and get started. So the instructions say to strip the parsley leaves from the stems and coarsely chop. So let's do that. Picking parsley tends to be a tedious job, so I'm not real particular about it. I just try and get the big, you know, the stems, the leaves off the big parts of the stem. That's where I find parsley to be a little bit, maybe bitter. I'm not sure. I just don't care for the bigger stems. Grassiness, that's the word. Trim the root ends of the scallions and thinly slice the scallions. So, zest and juice the lemon. In a small bowl, stir together the parsley, scallions, lemon zest, and 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. There's the parsley, the scallions, lemon zest, and a tablespoon of the lemon juice. All right, so here is a teaspoon. So we will use 3 teaspoons. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Add 3 to 4 tablespoons of oil and season to taste. Okay, I have olive oil.
So, 1. All right, there's a tablespoon. We'll start with 2. It calls for 3 to 4, but this looks like an awful lot. So, there we go.
Let me grab a little spork. I'm going to stir it together. Set aside the remaining salsa verde. Okay, so we need to pull out 2 tablespoons of salsa verde for the chicken. Alrighty, so we're nice and mixed up here. And let me pull out 2 tablespoons. This salsa chicken. I'm afraid that's basically, well, I guess not. 1, 2, a little bit of oil. There we go. All right. There we go. So there's the reserve for the chicken. Now what's next? Prep and cook the chicken. Pat the chicken dry with paper towel, season generously with salt and pepper. Coat the chicken on both sides with 2 tablespoons of salsa verde. Calls for 1 tablespoon of oil. There we go. Nice ripple to the oil. I always get my pan hot first. Okay, here's the chicken. And let's pull that oil out a little. There is oil on the chicken, so you don't have to worry too much. It starts skin side down. Woo! That's always a fun surprise. Turn the heat down a little bit. A little bit more on that heat. We do like a nice brown chicken breast, which is going to be the case here. Okay, so next it says to shuck the corn. So let's shuck the corn. This is cooking. I'm going to work on the next. Oh yeah, there you go. Look at that. It's going to be tasty. Look at the next steps in the recipe. Multitasking. Back over here to the chicken. Let me turn it. Perfect. Look at that. Something you can do to kind of help your chicken breast along is just cover it, and it helps to cook it through, so I'm going to do that. But you have to be careful that you don't burn it when you cover it like that. So, I'll be back. I actually forgot I was supposed to put this on the opposite side, but that's okay. We'll only have it on one side, and you know, it happens. So we'll flip it back over real quick. Go ahead and put the remaining on there. There we go. No harm, no foul. Steps were forgotten, and I need to kick up the heat on this pan just a little bit. This is the fight has left the chicken. All right, so let's open this up. There we go. Turn it down. Beautiful. Pull this chicken off because it is done. All right, now to start the bean salad. It says to wipe out the frying pan, so I'm going to do just that. Okay, get it back under the heat. Okay, this says in a large frying pan over medium heat, warm 1 to 2 teaspoons of oil until hot but not smoking, and add the corn. It's nice that this has a little bit of a coating on it, so that way it gives it a little bit of durability in the kitchen. get a little bit of everything in there. There you go. Looks delicious, so let's try. Okay, so here it is. It looks really good, and I'm gonna give it a try. Now, I don't care for the skin on chickens, so I'm not going to eat the skin part. My family does sort of like that. The chicken is cooked all the way through, so let me just try the chicken. Yes, chicken. It's very good. It's actually really good. Excuse me. And now for a bite of the bean salad. That's interesting. The citrus from the lemon really comes through. The crispness of the corn and the creaminess of the beans. It's really nice. I would make this again. Absolutely, I really enjoy that. I can't say that my family would eat it, but obviously I will. This is excellent. I left out the basil. I left out the basil in the end because I knew it was something that we aren't big fans of, and I knew that it would alter the taste of the meal too much and causing us to not really like it. So I just left it out. And that's fine. You can do that. If there's one particular item in a recipe that you don't care for, leave it out. That way the whole recipe is good to you. This is very good. The chicken is tender and fresh, and even with the skin, which I'm not a fan of, added an enormous amount of flavor as it would. It's fat. And it's excellent. And it's in MyFitnessPal. The whole meal is 650 calories. And if you were to remove the skin from the chicken, it will help to reduce that. And I will definitely, this is a keeper. This is a recipe that I will actually make again. It's good. So now it's time to put this away, clean up, and then I will make the second recipe. Okay, so let's get ready for round two. I'm going to pull the ingredients out of the refrigerator and get started. Round two is a steak. This is beef sirloin strips right there. And then here it comes packaged just like this from in the bag, in the box. It's just like that. Out of the way. So this recipe has riced cauliflower. This is something I'm not even going to pretend I can pronounce. More green scallions or green onions. A red bell pepper. Paleo stir fry blend. Ooh, I need to make sure that is gluten-free. I do believe I read that this is gluten-free. I'm going to double check though. Oh, the Chinese 5-spice. Organic baby kale. Whoops, it popped open. And in here are cremini mushrooms, which we will be leaving out as we have food allergies. stick here, so let's go ahead and pull this out of the pan. This pan is so heavy. All right, there we go. Make a little bit of. I will save those mushrooms, even though I don't eat them. My son doesn't eat them. My husband eats them. So I will actually save them for that purpose. This is this sauce. So let me give this a smell. It smells like bell peppers with a little bit of spice to it. Like red bell peppers with chili, like chili spices in it. It smells delicious. It's my kind of thing. Alrighty, so the pan is nice and hot. It's going to kick up a little bit. Put it in there and work it around for a second. Okay, so there you have it. We are good to go there. Put this on a separate plate. Maybe. All right. Our pan is not dry, but so we can add in our onions and our bell peppers. Stir fry those for a minute. I do have a wok, but it's buried and it's really difficult to get to, so we're not going to use that today. The kale I will leave out. My family does not care for kale, so I will just put it in an individual portion. And honestly, to serve this for me, I would remove the stem. She's out cold and snoring. It's not very pretty, but there it is. It's all complete right there. Turn off the heat. Okay, we're all finished. That really took no time. That was probably 20 minutes max. The first recipe too, probably 20 minutes. Okay, so here we go. Here's what it looks like. Again, I mentioned I left out the kale. So here's some meat and cauliflower rice. It's very warm. I'm gonna try it without the chili first, and then we'll add some chili. I'm not gonna complain about that. The cauliflower taste of the cauliflower taste comes through, but it's not overwhelming. Yep. The chili, and because we don't know how much of it to add, I'm going to use the back of a fork. Whoops! The back of a fork and just add a little bit, and then continue to add it and adjust the spiciness. They don't send very much, so I would imagine it's pretty spicy. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I haven't had it yet. It's not very spicy. For me. Oh, so good. This is excellent. Healthy, delicious. This one, I'll look at the calories one second. I'm gonna finish stuffing my. This one has 530 calories per serving. And the chicken had 700 calories per serving, but like I said, you can take the skin off, and that will help reduce the calories. It said 20 to 30 minutes for the chicken's cook time. Yep, sounds about right. Whoops! And the stir fry cook time, 20 minutes. Perfect. Accurate. From start to finish. So, yeah, this was really good. I am very pleased with this. You know, a couple of the other subscription boxes, I haven't had a lot of great luck with them, where the recipes turn out like they should. Again, I left the kale out of this. You can throw the kale in, and we left the mushrooms out. So we do have mushroom allergies in this house. My husband is the only one that does not, and he actually loves them. So, you know, That's the thing. That's the best part about something like this, is everything comes individually packaged. So, you know, if it's something you want to leave out, you can leave it out, and you can still finish and cook the recipe to your liking. That's great. I've signed up for 3 weeks, and to start, you can add more, and then I'll make the decision from there. But at this point, I'm very pleased with this. And especially if you're a new cook and you are testing the waters, trying to see what you like, what you don't like, learning how to cook. Maybe you're busy and it's too difficult for you to meal plan. Here you go. It's handed right to you. Everything comes together in a box, and quick and easy to prepare. This was incredibly easy to cook. I really like this box. Excuse my wonky filming method. I will get the hang of it as we unbox and cook more while filming. This is my first time, so hopefully it wasn't too terrible. We'll see. And thank you very much for watching. If you're a subscriber, thank you for coming back and watching and joining us and giving us your time. If you're new, we thank you for your time, and we hope you'll subscribe. And I'm enjoying this so much, so hopefully we can keep going. And my link is below for this subscription box. It is below, and I do receive a credit on one of my purchases if you click on my link. You don't have to. Go straight to sunbasket.com and set up your account. When you register, you'll receive the $30 or $35 off your first order, which please make sure you do that. Make sure you get your $35 off your first order. Why waste it? So, yeah. So thank you very much for watching, and we hope you'll subscribe. And let's see, what can we say? Here's to the next yummy dish.